President Trump is slapping stiff tariffs on America's top 3 trading partners.
With tariffs of up to 25%.
Eventually, we're going to put tariffs on chips. We're going to put tariffs on oil and gas. We're going to be putting tariffs on steel and aluminum, and ultimately...
A lot of things have changed in the last few years for middle-class Americans. It seems like less money is coming, yet prices are climbing every day. All these changes have been because of inflation. Many economists predict that these problems will get worse with the future president, and the tariffs he'll force on goods. But what are tariffs exactly? Tariffs are a special kind of tax imposed by one country on goods imported from another country. For example, if you have headphones from China, it might only cost $10 to make. An imports tax of 20% would make the item $12 to sell. These companies then sell the item for $20 to make an $8 profit. There are reasons for tariffs to exist. The future president's plan is to make America a production country like China. These tariffs do have benefits for companies that are fully based in the U.S., both ran and using U.S. products. It would also bring in a huge profit for goods brought into America, yet that seems to be where the benefits end.
The plans are for these taxes to impact anything sent in from afar, but especially from China and Mexico. If you look around, almost everything around you had pieces from China or is full-on made in China. This means any item, like Apple products that have pieces made in China but are assembled in California, would have a huge increase in price since the tax would affect how much it costs to make. Also, these tariffs would affect how much medicine costs, with and without insurance. 57% of medicine used to treat, prevent, or cure diseases are imported from China, India, and Mexico. That means prices for over-the-counter medicines like Advil, Tylenol, aspirin, and even things like insulin could shoot up in price by 50%. Also, fresh fruits and vegetables may be on the chopping block since 43.5% of these come from Mexico. It would be harder to get things like tomatoes and avocados unless they're grown on U.S. soil.
These changes will heavily impact people who don't have a lot of money to spend on items as it is, as well as small businesses. Their products will be much more expensive, meaning it'll be harder to make a profit after buying materials.
There's not much to do to combat these, but there are some steps you can take to make things less expensive, like participating in community gardens to make your own fruits and vegetables yourself. Seeds are cheap and can sustain you for a while. Also, learning new skills like knitting, crocheting, and sewing to make blankets and things. The less expensive things are in the long term, the better for you and your family. Stocking up is really important so you'll have things for a while. Sadly, this is something that is unavoidable. This is not fully for certain, but these things are expected to change.